Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ramadan Mubarak. It is once again the blessed month of Ramadan, and I am doing a new series of videos of Ramadan Reminders. So this one is going to be all about caring for the reverts. So, alhamdulillah, Islam is the fastest growing religion in the entire world, and this means that every year there are a new set of reverts experiencing their very first Ramadan. And as born Muslims, it is our duty to try and help them as much as possible. And also for the reverts who've been Muslim for a few years, they can try and help them on this transition into this amazing month of Ramadan. So for many of us, Islam is this massive community spirit thing where we share iftars together, we have a great time together and really experience the full blessings of Ramadan. But for some reverts, it can be one of the most lonely times for them because it's such a big physical challenge and spiritual challenge, and they have no other Muslims in their lives to share them with. Like, for many of us, we'll have a Muslim family who we can talk about it with, we can share iftars with, but for them, their families may not even accept their Islam. I once read a comment by this sister whose father was so unaccepting of her becoming a Muslim, he refused to believe that she was. So every lunchtime he would set a meal for her and she would be forced to sit at the table with them while they ate their lunch, and she'd have to sit with them, not eating obviously because she was fasting, but he would just completely ignore that fact. So we need to try and make sure that we make them feel included. We give them a Muslim family of their own. We become their family. We're all one ummah, and we need to share Islam with them and make sure that they enjoy Ramadan to its fullest extent, inshallah. So, how can we do this? For the first part, we need to make sure that the mosque is a welcoming place for them. When they come, they might not know anybody, so they might just sit in the corner and feel left out. So we as Muslims should inshallah go over to them, reach out to them, invite them to sit with us, make sure that they feel completely relaxed around us and able to talk and able to feel welcome. Because some reverts stop going to the mosque after not very long after converting because they just feel that they're not welcome there because there's all these cultural groups and everything in the mosques, and they just feel that they're outsiders. And we need to make sure there is no exclusion in the mosque. We're all Muslims. The mosque is our holy building. It has nothing to do with race or culture or anything like that. We're all Muslim. We are all welcome in the mosque, and we need to extend that welcome to the reverts, make sure they really feel that. Another thing that we can do, inshallah, is to invite them over to ours for iftar. Many of them may have to take iftar every night by themselves because they don't have a Muslim family of their own to eat it with. So inshallah we invite them to join our families. They can join our community and eat iftar with us. Don't forget that when you share iftar with a fasting person, their reward becomes your reward without diminishing theirs as well, so you share in the blessings. When you feed a fasting person, you get their blessings as well. How amazing is that? It's a win-win situation because then they feel included, they have someone to share iftar with, and we get all the blessings of their fast as well. Alhamdulillah, it's an amazing thing, and we should all try and share iftars as much as possible, especially with people who may not have anywhere else to go. So please do invite the reverts to iftar. If you know a revert, give them a ring, give them a text, just say, "Hi, when do you want to come over to mine for iftar tonight or some other time this week?" Just make sure they have that option open to them, inshallah. Aside from the fasting aspect of Ramadan, it's also a time of spiritual learning and increasing in your faith and knowledge. And for reverts, there's so much more for them to learn because they didn't grow up with Islam and they may have lots of questions about it. And as Muslims, we should inshallah try and answer their questions without making them feel stupid, because if we know something, we shouldn't just take it for granted that, oh yeah, everyone must know that, because they're new to Islam. They have so many questions about it. Alhamdulillah, they still have that passion for learning about their religion. That's an amazing thing, and they want to know as much as possible about Islam. So if they ask us a question we think is an obvious answer, don't make them feel stupid for it. Just answer their question in a nice friendly manner and let them know that if they have any more questions they can come to you about it. We want to be able to help them spread the dawah, inshallah. They learn something, we get rewards for teaching them something. It's a beautiful thing, alhamdulillah, and we should really take advantage of the fact that we're a wealth of knowledge for them. We may not feel that we have that much Islamic knowledge, but for some of them it could be so much more than they have, and they could really, really benefit from us. So inshallah have that system in place, share the knowledge with people you know. Finally, some reverts might feel so excluded in their communities, and it's such a shame that they feel they cannot interact with anyone there. They don't know anyone at the mosque, they've never been to the mosque, they're just completely alone. But that doesn't mean that they're unreachable. Oftentimes they'll go online and reach out there. So if we see a revert online that's reaching out, inshallah reach out back to them. If they're making a comment, comment back. Ask if they want a Muslim friend to message. With this, it's usually better if you're the same gender. So if you see a sister, it should be a sister replying. If you see a brother, it should be a brother replying, just to make them feel more comfortable. And obviously there's gender-specific questions they might have. But really, do try and help them if you see them online, if they have questions, if they're just wanting a friend. Be that Muslim friend for them. It's so important for them to have a Muslim influence in their life to help keep them on the straight path, inshallah. So please, just if you see someone online, don't just ignore them. Give them a comment. Be friendly to them. Let them know that they can come to their Muslim brothers and sisters, inshallah. Jazakallah khair for watching. I hope you found this video useful, and I would really appreciate if you took some of the information in this video on board and did try to help the Revert brothers and sisters, inshallah. Please subscribe for more reminders throughout Ramadan and other Islamic videos throughout the rest of the year. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.